You want more balance in your life and you want to feel happy. But there is an invisible wall that is holding you back. If you feel that way, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to share some strategies and tools to break those walls down and help you live a life of balance and fulfillment. By the end of this video, you will have at least two practical tools to overcome each of these blocks that are holding us back. Now, I had in my previous video, I had spoken about five invisible blocks that hold us back from being our authentic self or from feeling confident wherever we are. If you have not watched that video, no worries, because I'm going to talk about each of those blocks again in brief today. And I'll also share the strategies that will help you. And before I forget, hello everyone, this is Minnie here. And if you're new to this channel, I'm a corporate professional turned mindset empowerment coach. On this channel, I make videos about personal development, strategies to embrace self acceptance and self compassion. So let's get started. The first strategy that I want to talk about is the art of learning to say no. A lot of times, and a lot of us find it very difficult to say no. And because of which we overcome it. We take more than we can chew, and then it causes problems for us. Imagine this. You have a grocery bag which is full, but you keep on adding items into it. Do you think you'll be able to carry that grocery bag without anything falling down? No, right? It's the same way. And I get you when you say I find it difficult to say no because I have also been in that position or also been that person, not quite some time back. Till some time back I was that way. But there were strategies that I learned which helped me, and I'm going to share that strategies with you. Okay. Now remember, the reason why you need to say no is because you are important and you need to prioritize yourself. If you don't do that, you will always be doing things that you don't want to do, but somebody else asks you to do. So here are two strategies. These are practical strategies and that will really help you. The first one is set boundaries. Now here, what are the boundaries that you can set is if you are a working professional or if you're going to office, even if you're somebody who's working from home, I would say this should apply to you as well. Set a fixed working hour. Make it clear to everybody around you that you will be working only between this to this time. Say 9 to 6 is your working hours. You can say, I'll be working only from 9 to 6. If you need any work from me, you can contact me before that. Otherwise, I will answer your questions or look at your request the next day. What this will do is that initially it will be awkward, yes. But what will happen is when you stick to it and you keep reiterating it, people will also respect it, people will also understand it, and that will help you ensure that you have free time for yourself. That is what we all need, right? Some time for yourself. So this is one technique that you can do. And this way, you are not saying no to anybody directly, right? You are politely saying, "Ki, this is the time that I'll be available. Please ensure whatever work you need from me, you get it done from within this time." The second technique here again is prioritize your task. So every day, prioritize your tasks into four categories. That is urgent, important but not urgent, and least, the one that is low on priority. Now, if somebody comes and tells you, can you do this piece of work? And you say no. Usually people will say, अरे यार ये इतना छोटा काम है कर देना कितना ही तेरा time लगेगा. But when you continue to say नहीं मैं नहीं कर सकता, it may feel rude. Best way to do is show them your prioritization list. Tell them these are the tasks that I have to do. Tell me which of these you want me to deprioritize to do your task. This way, what will happen is you're politely declining them. At the same time, the other person, see, nobody wants to take responsibility for something not being done. right? So when you tell me what is it that I need to deprioritize, they will think, "Arey yaar, isme se koi bhi task I tell them to deprioritize, and if causes a problem, I will be held responsible." So people will usually understand, and they will back off saying, "Okay, fine. Can you do it tomorrow, or can you tell me a time when I can how to do it, because I don't know how to do it." That is the conversation will change. The conversation will go in your favor. So these are two techniques which you can apply to start learning to say no. This way, strategy that I want to talk about is focus on progress and not perfection. How many here feel that every piece of work that you churn out needs to be a masterpiece, no matter how much time it takes? It's like you are building a sand castle, but you never finish because you keep fixing small, small details. So let's say that your boss had asked you for a presentation to be given to him by end of the day. So you started working on it and you decided, no, this presentation should look like this. ये slide पे ये color होना चाहिए, ये slide पे ऐसा font ऐसा दिखना चाहिए. You work on it and by end of the day you're not finished, and you take 2 more days to finish that. Okay? And you go and tell your boss, here is the presentation that you asked for. If you expect your boss to say, wow, such a beautiful presentation, ये presentation देख के तो client खुश हो जाएगा and will give us the contract, then you are wrong. Because your boss is going to tell you, Arey, why did you take so much time? My presentation was 2 days back. I needed it 2 days back. What do I do with this? My presentation is done. So do you get it? When you focus on the small things and you focus on trying to make it perfect, you may not be able to get things done within the time that is required. And this will again impact your reputation. So focus on progress. And if you are somebody who finds it difficult to, let go of that perfectionism habit, then here are two tools which will help you. The first one is the 80-20 rule. Now, in this rule, focus on 20% of the task that will give you 80% of the result. Let's say there is a client service manager who has a number of clients. Of that, 20% of the clients will be top clients. So if the person focuses on that 20% clients, she will be able to get 80% of the revenue, right? And so 80% of the revenue is done. All she has to now work on is the 20%, which is easier, right? So this is a tool that will help you. When you are able to get done maximum of your task, that also makes you feel good and you have some more time to get the rest of the task done. The second rule here is use time blocking. Now this tool works like magic, and I can tell you that. So set a timer, set an alarm saying that you have this much amount of time to work on a particular task. Let's take the presentation example that I shared earlier. Now you have all the material ready. You just need to make the PPT slides. Now, it shouldn't take you more than an hour or so to work on that. So you set that 1 hour, you put in all the contents into the client, you put in the basic, you put in the graph, you do the basic, you make it presentable, you make that presentation that is presentable, and 1 hour में खत्म हो गया. This way, what will happen is you will be progressing. Presentation तुमने बना दिया है. All you need to do is add the rest of the material, so or rest of the details, so that it looks the way you want it to. But you've progressed. You're done with majority of your task, right? But if imagine if you had, and because you know that it's just 1 hour that I get to work on this task, you will focus on what is important. So that is where time blocking really helps. And you can use it for every areas of your life. I use it in every day in my work life. I use it because it really helps me. Otherwise, I am somebody who may just who gets so engrossed that I'll go very deep into it. If I'm doing research, I may just get too deep into it and get into areas which I may. The next strategy that I'm going to talk about is listen to your heart, not everyone else. Have you ever done something because somebody else has asked you to do? Like wearing that shoe that looks beautiful but doesn't fit you, but still you wear it because it looks beautiful and it hurts you in every step. So you might want to pursue maybe a creative field, but your family insists that you pursue engineering and you go ahead and do that. Are you happy in your life? Are you happy with what you're doing? Right. So here are two tools that will help you to follow your heart. First is a vision board. Have a vision board wherein you have your goals in a pictorial format. Okay. So stick pictures, stick quotes that motivate you. It should be that things, it should have everything that you want to do. Now, if you are somebody who's not familiar with vision board or then I have a video, I will link it here, which you can go and watch to see how to create a vision board. The second tool here is journaling. Now, why journaling? A lot of times we try to convince ourselves saying, okay, this is what is good for me. Now, see, I am not saying that you shouldn't listen to others. Sometimes they may be good advices, but always ask yourself what is it that you want to do. So, when we continuously tell ourselves, okay, this is what I should be doing, but your heart is not in it, when you write it down, when you start journaling and you write it down, you see it in your own words, you will start believing it. And trust me, you may not find the solution then, but slowly, gradually, you will find ways to start doing what you want to do, what you love to do. So, yes, these are the two tools that will really help you here. Fourth strategy that I want to talk about is tune into your own voice or listen to your heart. Sometimes we become so busy with life that we don't listen to what is it that we really want, or we don't listen to our own inner voice. The noise of the world just drowns it out. So, and I've been there too, and I can totally get it. There was a time when I wanted to do things because that was what was expected from me, and I was not happy, but still I thought maybe there is something else that I need to do, something else, and that happiness never came. When I slowed down and I listened to my own voice, it helped me be where I am today, and that helped me get what I want. So, if you are somebody who finds it difficult to listen to your own inner voice, here is a tool for you: mindfulness meditation. Okay? Now, this is a very simple tool, but an amazingly powerful one if you do it regularly. So, what you have to do is sit down, okay, in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Now, this saying this that okay, sit down in a quiet place and quieten your mind and focus on your breath, it's easier said than done. But one thing that you can do is you will get thoughts, okay? Even when you're focusing on your breath, you will get thoughts. What you can do is let those thoughts come. Don't go with them. Let me share an example with you. So you sat down for meditation, and suddenly the thought comes in your mind, आज खाने में क्या बना? भिंडी है, बीटरूट है, ये है, वो है, क्या बनाऊँ? Don't continue with that thought. The moment you get that thought, आज खाने में क्या बनाऊँ? हाँ, ठीक है. I'll tell it I'll come to you later. Every time a thought comes, just let it come. Don't go with it. Okay. Slowly, when it happens that you're not paying attention to, I mean, when you're not giving importance to your thoughts would also slow down. And then ask yourself, and this is what I do, ask myself, what is it that I want? And I usually get the answer. When we quieten our mind and just listen to our own self or just be with our own self, wherein you're just understanding yourself, you usually get that answer. An additional tip here for you would be, if you find it difficult to meditate, is journaling. Take down a book and write down everything that comes to your mind. When you write down, when you journal, what happens is our thoughts are jumbled up. Right? Sometimes we are not able to make sense of it ourselves. When you write it down, when you are writing it down, you can see it on pen and paper, and it gives you a lot more sense. That is also one thing that you can do. Now, this journaling and the journaling that I spoke in the third strategy is a little different. The one in that you have to use in the third strategy is a go journaling where you're writing down your goals. Here, you're writing down your thoughts. Whatever is the thought that is coming into your mind, don't judge it, just write it down. embrace change. Now you'll tell me, Mini, it's easier said than done. And I get you. Change is scary. But if tell me that if you are in the same place that you are right now and not ready to take that step, do you think that there'll be any change or anything that will be different in your life? If you're not happy with the job that you are in currently, do you think doing anything more will make you happy? The one thing that you can do is maybe change that job, right? But you need to change it. You can't be in that same position and expect a different result. So it's like, you're standing at the edge of the swimming pool, scared that if I jump into the water will be cold and I can't bear that cold. But once you jump in, you feel good. That is how it is. So here are two strategies, or rather two tools that I'll suggest for you. The first one is take small step. Now, if you want to change your job, don't just start searching for job and आज मैं करूंगा या करूंगी and मुझे आज job end of the day में मिलना चाहिए. No. First thing is look at your resume. See, firstly identify, are you not happy with the role that you are in, or are you not happy with the organization that you are in? If you're not happy with the role that you're in, then you need to think, what is the role that you need? Do you have the required skills for that? Do you need to learn something? If you're not happy with the organization, then you know what is it that you have to do. Then you focus on, then second step would be work on your resume. Make your resume in such a way so that the qualities or the qualifications that your dream company is looking for stands out in your resume. Now, one small tip here is, see if when you're taking this small step, when you are, embarking on something new, see if you can have at least one or two people to support you here. What happens is when you have the support of people who believe in you, who trust in you, this change becomes a little more easier. Okay, otherwise taking that step may feel scary, but I would say just take that step. ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा? आपको शायद जॉब एंड ऑफ द डे नहीं मिलेगा, but you can still try, right? And the second tool is positive visualization. Now, this is wherein you close your eyes and imagine that you have already achieved your goal. Imagine how are you feeling, what are the people, who are the people with you, what are they saying, how are you feeling in that environment, कैसा feel हो रहा है, कहाँ पे हो. Ask all of these questions to yourself. Now here what you're doing is you are tricking your mind to say that, okay, I've already achieved that. That gives you a booster to take that step. So if, let's take the example of changing the job. Now you want to change the organization that you are in. You want to join an organization which you've always wanted to, your dream organization. So close your eyes and imagine that you are walking into your dream organization as an employee. Okay, so you formally dressed, you're swiping your card, you enter in the reception area, you can see the name of the dream organization. The receptionist is greeting you because she knows you well. You are going and sitting in your desk. Your colleagues are saying hello, how are you, good morning, and all of that. When you, and how are you feeling? You feel happy, right? Because you're working in that dream organization. That is what is positive visualization, and this really helps. I'll tell you, when I wanted to change my job, I didn't know it at that time about this power, but this is what I did. What I would, every time in the morning when I meditate, what I would do is I was imagine that I'm already working in that organization. I'm going in, the receptionist is greeting me first name, and she gives me a smile, and I am entering and I see my CEO, and my CEO also gives me a smile, and greets me by my name. This is what I had, I would visualize, and it came true. That is how you should be doing it. See, the question is, see, these are all strategies and these are very simple things. Some of these we already know that we have to do this, but we are scared to do it. Ask yourself the question that if you are where you are right now, what is it that is going to cost you? Or what is it that you're going to gain and what is it that you're going to lose? If you are here now, you will not change the job, you will still continue to be unhappy. What are you gaining? Are you gaining anything here? Anything positive here? I don't think so. But what are you losing? You're losing out on opportunities. You're losing out on amazing working with an amazing company. You're losing out on having that dream company name on your resume. So ask yourself these questions and then apply these tools, and it will really make a very big difference for you. I hope these tools and strategies were helpful for you and you would use them in whatever barrier that you want to overcome. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, these may be very small acts for you, but it makes a very big difference for me. So, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. Also, leave in your comment which of these strategies are you going to follow, or which of this barrier is it that you're going to overcome. And I would love to hear from you and support you in whatever way possible. If you are a working woman and would like to be part of a supportive community wherein you want support from other people who are on the same journey, then I'm leaving the link of my Facebook group in the description. I would be happy to have you there and serve you. So, yeah, until next time, believe in yourself. You are awesome. Remember that I believe in you and I know you can do it. Take care.